Hi, Sagittarius. This is going to be your life purpose and career reading between the year 2022 to 223. So it's originally supposed to technically begin in January, but the energies are present from whenever you need to see it, okay? So let's get started here. So I have pre-shuffled since I'm using a lot of decks right now, and I want to deliver the best message to you in a quick manner. So let's start with the first card. Whoops. Okay. So pulling from the tarot, you have the Queen of Pentacles. This is a very, very positive, stable energy coming in for you, for a lot of you, okay? Some of you might be thinking about this, or maybe you've already created the foundation. The Queen of Pentacles represents the businesswoman, the mother, even, or the carer, the caretaker in some way, okay? She is someone very nurturing. She usually has, like, even if, she has a job, she has a way to save her money and has maybe an extra stream of income coming in. So a lot of you might be even thinking in the coming year how you can invest more with your finances, how to create a little bit more of a safety net. Okay, so it could be for some, you could be becoming mothers or fathers, because this is a very nurturing role. It's a feminine energy, but it doesn't matter whether you're male or female. You could be embodying this energy. Okay, so maybe kids come in the picture. You have to take care of someone. It could even be parents, and you come into a more caretaking role, and you want to create a little bit more of security. For those of you who are maybe started building a business or have the idea of a business, this is saying give it a go, because it could really help you and launch you to your full potential, to the person you dream to be. Okay, so there could be some potential in an idea. It could be planting the seed in the new year, but it's going to grow, it's saying. Okay, so if you're, wherever you are right now in your life, whatever stage you are in, this is a positive, very positive omen. It has to do with finances, okay, and stability, and taking the practical steps towards that. It's not only just ideas and a lot of wishy-washy, like indecisions. There's like practical steps are being taken. Okay, so very positive card here. And this is a person, if it's in your job, you're very reliable. People depend on you, they trust you. So it is a very good energy, whatever it is that you found. And that's because you're very confident in the job or the work that you're doing. Okay. So let's take a look at what the oracle's saying. Yeah, I love when the oracle too confirms the tarot message. So you have leadership here, and the message is saying take charge of this situation, okay? So if you've been facing a bit of a challenge, if there's been, people that you've had challenges with in the work environment or maybe on your home front, and you feel challenged by them, this is like a push from the universe to tell you to step into that power of yours, that leadership, to change whatever situation you feel is making you feel stuck or suffocating you in some way, okay? But this is also saying you have the power to make a change in your life, okay? So just take a look at what you've done in the past, and when was the last time you felt the way you're doing right now, and how did you change that situation? Not every situation is meant to stay negative, right? You got out of it because you're here right now. So you came a long way. So sometimes it just takes us to get into a more positive frame of mind. It takes for us to reflect back on our past and really see what we have accomplished. Because a lot of the time we forget, like we're not able to see each other with our own eyes. Other people see you, and they're like, wow, she's done so much. But sometimes we can't see it in ourselves. So take some time to maybe even write down how it is you want to proceed forward when it comes to taking more leadership, stepping into a role of management. That's the other thing many of you might be doing in the new year. You might have learned a lot and build a lot of your skills. So maybe you're asked to be in a more supervising role or management role, okay? And this is gonna really launch you forward in your career path, okay? But whatever it is, and I always say this to people, don't think of these types of readings like what you're meant to do here in this world is something that you're getting paid by, okay? So your work and life purpose, it could be spiritual, it could be helping someone, or giving donations. It doesn't matter what your work is, even if you're doing like free work, if you're passionate, and you don't consider it work, it's still a part of your purpose, okay? So this doesn't have to do only with paid jobs, okay? So there's some area in your life where it's asking you to maybe stand up for yourself and your values and what you believe in, okay? So let's see the next area here. What's coming up? Yeah, you are protected. So for those of you, maybe you're not really interested in your job, I'm feeling, and you want to change. You're feeling that need to really, come into yourself a little bit more and really um, grow and use more of your skills and what you're good at, okay? Some of you might be a little bit frightened, and that's normal. Like, if I leave this type of work, how am I going to pay bills and survive and all this stuff, right? So it's not a message to say, to leave right now, but give some time to that side thing that you want to do, that you want to see growing, okay? Because you are protected. And some of you, it's saying you might have even support if, like, let's say you get laid off or something happens, universe is protecting you, it's saying. So you might get some government assistance, for example. You might have a family member that steps in and helps you out, okay? So just believe in that power in yourself and the universe, and pray to your spirit guides as well. But it is saying here you are safe and supported when you change your career. So even if you are working, and you might not like it, but you're saying, you know what? I know why I'm doing this right now. It's to get to that next step. And not everybody has to know what you're up to. You could still be okay doing the job that you're doing because you know it's just temporary and you're only using it for a bit until you see some growth in that project of yours or that business. Maybe you're waiting until you get a little bit more clients, until you fully feel confident to step away, okay? But make some time, even if it's like an hour, a day, or maybe even per week. Give some time. That's like the hardest thing sometimes people could do, is just, when we come from work, we're tired. Something's taking our energy all the time. We feel like there's not enough time in the day. But if you actually look at your schedule and break it down, you're going to find some time in there, even if it's like 15, 20 minutes to like research. Because if you notice, when you go on your phone, for example, you might say, okay, I'm just going to check email for like 5 minutes. You notice that you waste an hour or half an hour by the time you're done, after saying you're going to check after 5 minutes, right? So time, you don't notice it when it comes to social media, like Netflix, all that stuff. It flies by. So just control where you spend your leisure and your leisure time. Okay, some of you will be changing your careers drastically. You could be going back to school to get, like, it could be a degree, or it doesn't have to be something long term, like 4 years. Well, it could be, you could be starting out, and maybe you haven't started your career. So this could be for those that are currently in school, maybe college or university. So it's saying to study to gain more confidence in your dream career. For others of you, this could just be getting a little bit of a boost in what you're doing, but maybe updating your skills. So you could do like a 6-month course online. It could be attending a workshop or seminar, anything like that. For others of you, you could even be working or studying by yourself, like researching something in depth, and this is going to give you a lot of wisdom. You could see the owl there. It's really blessing you with that wisdom. And whatever this is that you're thinking of doing, see how there's a key around the man's neck. This is going to open the doors to some new opportunities. The keys are a positive sign for you unlocking something important, which is a new world, okay? A new industry, a new opportunity, or a new job, okay? But it's saying that reading, research, and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. Even if it's reading one book that maybe you feel drawn to, you never know like what chapter could seriously change your life. That's happened to so many people. So if you're guided to read something, if a book keeps popping up and it's like you keep seeing it everywhere, why not open a page to that book and see what it tells you? Okay. Um, let's see what else I'm getting from this card. Yeah, if you're worried about time, I feel for some of you, or that maybe you're too old. This is just an illusion that you've put on yourself, okay? Because you could see uh, the the time clock. I don't remember what those are called. You could see it in the back there. um, you're not running out of time. There's still time, okay? And I always say, as long as there's some blood flowing through your veins, you're never too old to try anything at all, okay? So for some of you, it could be typing or maybe doing or writing online, publishing things online. So that falls into it as well, okay? Beautiful reading. All right, so let's take a look at some of your skills here. What skills you could be using this year? So, a lot of you have social skills. Social skills are working with people mainly, okay? Creating trust. It could be found in sales where you're maybe motivating or influencing someone to buy something. You have the ability to create a warm and trustworthy atmosphere between you and clients or customers, okay? It could be that you're a counselor and people feel very comfortable talking to you, okay? So, anything in maybe mental health, counseling, teaching, okay? People really trust you to get the job done or maybe buy a product because you believe in it and you really help them as well with their decision making, okay? So that's a skill that you have. And, Sagittarians, you're very, uplifting, positive, optimistic. You have that ability to create fun, humor, and warmth with people that come across you. So this is all about creating trust as well. So any career that involves working with people and creating that trust, that's a skill that you're going to be using this year, okay? Oh, look at this. Another social skill. Yeah, creating dialogue. So again, this is giving me strong, counseling or sales. But usually, we don't. There's not like many different things out there, right? Like every skill spills into another career. There's only three top skills out there. There's dealing with data, dealing with people, and dealing with things. Okay, so things like working with your people that work with their hands, and then data is like usually people working in offices, but you could like someone that does counseling could probably get like a sales job too, right? Because they all deal with people in some way. And you have to have good listening skills. So that's another skill I feel you're going to be using, a lot of you. And, many of my viewers too, you guys are a lot in the healing arts, right? So maybe you're doing something that involves helping other people, like in the healing arts, okay? So you're going to be having conversations, lots of talking in the coming year, okay? And again, it doesn't have to be for work. It could be just dealing with other people, connecting with them, trying to find like a way, and people are trusting you. Yeah, and artistic. Maybe some of you have a little hobby that you've left behind since you were a child or a teenager, and now it's time to bring it back out again. And again, you don't have to necessarily be doing this to get paid. Some of you might even consider that. You might say, you know what, I'm really good at this, whether it's playing an instrument, singing, making jewelry, pottery, whatever. Or just like making or fixing machinery. I don't know, creating things, maybe something new for like cars. I don't know, inventing something. But this is an artistic skill, right? So you're going to be maybe saying, I'm going to do that full time now because I'm good at it. And you see a lot of customers are just flocking to you, right? But, whatever it is that you're thinking of bringing back in, Spirit is saying, do more of that thing that made you smile or brought joy to your heart, because even if you're not getting paid for it, or you're still getting healing and you're connecting with spirit. It's healing you in some way or bringing a little bit more balance in your life. And sometimes when we do tasks with that we're not like focused and we're in our own little worlds, those are the moments where spirit can have a chance to talk to you, like sewing, for example. You don't realize, like, when you're kind of zoned out, it's actually a form of meditation, and you could come up with more answers in regards to your finances or a career path in some way. Okay. Okay. So, what are some keywords around work? Okay, I don't know why. I feel like I'm drawn to pull another one from there. Yeah, again, remember you had leadership, the Queen of Pentacles, now supervising, right? You're going to be supervising maybe a group of people, and maybe they're looking up to you too because you are creating trust amongst them. Like you have a good balance of being an authority where people are, doing and getting the work done, whatever it is that you're giving instructions to, but they also respect you. So I feel like you have that good balance, or you're going to learn how to be a good leader in the coming year if your position involves management or supervising. You could be doing your own supervising if you're your own boss, like supervising a lot of different projects that you have going. Maybe you want to hire someone that's helping you oversee some things like in your files or computer, or like managing your emails. That could be the case for some of you if your business is growing a lot. Let me see this again. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm picking up a lot of strong like sales, making deals, right? Enterprising. Making deals, it could be again with your own business. So you have entrepreneurial skills here. So this is like a message, it won't be for everyone, but it's a message for someone out there. Okay. You have a good way of persuading or negotiating. Okay. You could even be working in an office in like a high ranking position, and you're maybe business to business, calling and doing negotiations with people. It could be in real estate. It could be, working with numbers, in what else? Supply chains, anywhere where it involves numbers, or maybe even cutting costs, right? Contacting suppliers, anything like that. I feel like to benefit your own business, you're really good at that right now. Yeah, there's something that's going to require you to look at the fine print. So details are coming up. So really taking a look at, the devil's in the detail, like they say, right? So be careful not to overlook anything. Read contracts like exactly word for word. Take your time with that. Okay, don't miss a detail. Really be organized when it comes to your management. So this is saying to really, like, it's, yeah, look at the big picture, but I feel like don't miss on the little things that help lay whatever it is you're building brick by brick, right? If you miss one brick and you put more bricks on top of that, it's going to be a little shaky, right? So just be careful with that, with the details. Yeah, and you're going to see a lot of growth personally and spiritually for you. Whatever it is that's going to challenge you, I feel is going to be for your own growth. So keep going. Even if you feel there's like an obstacle there, you can solve that obstacle, okay? You're going to have breakthroughs, especially, sales they could be very hard, but don't give up. Don't feel like, you're not catching anything, right? One person giving you a yes could be your home run, like the ticket to abundance, right? So don't give up. You're going to learn from this process, whatever it is that you're doing. All right, so let's do one more from here. Some of you might be in the travel and tourism industry, okay? Dealing with helping people maybe book vacations. Maybe you're in like a happy field here, happy industry. And a lot of Sagittarians, you love to travel. So it's saying if you're thinking of what to do next, consider any jobs where it involves people on holidays or vacations, okay? But you could also be taking a major break in the coming year, especially if you've been working for many years and haven't had a vacation a long time. 222 will be the time. And I know there's been a lot of like restrictions since 220. So I feel some of you will finally get that chance where things free up a little bit more, and you're gonna do it big. Okay, you're gonna go YOLO on this one, I feel. So and you know, you might discover something taking a vacation. This could definitely be a part of your life purpose. Maybe some of you will realize a home isn't where the heart is anymore, and maybe you're thinking of moving to a new location and something inspires you on this vacation to change your life in some drastic way. Okay, so this vacation will apply to you, whoever's watching, differently compared to others. So it is what it is, what it means for you. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at your abundance message, and that will be the end of the reading. So, what are some ways you could grow your money or abundance? Okay, this is for those of you who want to move or change your location. Start decluttering your life. That's going to help you strategize to make the next move. You see how I could see right here how this lady here is looking at the globe. She's looking at all the opportunities out there, you know, and this is all about you wanting to expand, to grow. It could even be social media expansion as well. That's what the world is. So maybe looking at how you can grow more using social media and strategizing, okay? So I'm going to read what this says. You'll feel better and more focused if you'll take the time to clear away the clutter from your living workspace, okay? Your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. So you might want to throw out items that are like broken. You know, go around your home. I always suggest this. See what brings you joy. What do you love? Keep that. If you have to question something or you haven't worn something in like 2 years, some people who are like hardcore, they throw them out after 6 months if they haven't worn them. But that's a little too much for me. I'm like, I might go back to it. But this is saying, you know, whatever gives you, like, even if it's something sentimental that gives you a sad memory, like, you know, I would like just get rid of it, you know, or at least put it in a box where you don't see it around you, right? So donating, you could even think of sell some stuff online to people that are looking for your things, you know. One man's trash is another person's treasure, right? Yeah, so you could throw them out, give them away, donate, or sell them, right? But also, this is also saying clean out even your office space, so even your computer files if they're unorganized. And what this is going to do is just, it's a skill in like feng shui. It's going to order everything around you, because when things are orderly around you, your mind becomes clear as well, right? So you know, there's a saying like your environment mirrors your soul as well, or your state of mind. So if things are hectic around you, it's because your mind might be all over the place too. And it works both ways. I notice once I clean my environment, I feel like I could think a lot more clearly as well, and do my work. So yeah, you might want to consider that. And then it's going to be much easier for you to move forward and also spiritually bring in new opportunities and fresh ideas into your life. Okay. So get rid of any stagnant energy, which is coming from anything that's old, that's not, you know, doing anything for you or has served its purpose in your life and around you. So I hope that's clear. And also your schedule. Free some time in your schedule to maybe do something that you really want to do. And maybe add something in there that's towards your dreams. Okay. So you're going to have to really sit down and write down what it is you're doing and what needs to go and what you could put in that's fresh and new. Okay. So I wish you all the best of luck. If you want a personal reading, this is on my Etsy page in the About Me section below, the Career and Life Purpose. So I'll be happy to do one personally just for you. And I wish you a good year. Bye-bye.